Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs health issues and feeding tubes. So, it's been a crazy day. It is Sunday night, and actually not only has it been a crazy day, it's been a crazy 2 days. So let me start off by saying that if you're new here and you don't know what I'm talking about, the past several weeks or so I've been having some heart rate issues and issues where I feel like I'm gonna faint, and we've been trying to figure that out. I have other videos on that whole situation, but basically, also, if you don't know, I'm in church, and so Sundays is like a really busy day for us. Basically, half the day we're at church from around maybe 10:30 in the morning until maybe about 1:30 in the afternoon, depending on what we have going that day. Anyways, this whole thing started off yesterday. I started not feeling very good, like my heart rate stuff. I kept on feeling like I was gonna faint, and I needed to take my shower for church, but whenever I was getting ready to take a shower, I immediately felt like I was gonna faint. And so I told my mom about it. She was like, wait until tomorrow morning to take your shower so that, you can rest and hopefully you'll feel better in the morning. So also, I want to add this because whenever I get new people, I get questions. I'm on 2 different medications. I'm on a depression med that helps with depression and anxiety. I'm on that not because I'm depressed, but because we're hoping it will maybe calm my nerves and help my body to relax and be more like a normal speed, a normal heart rate. And then I'm on heart meds to help lower my heart rate. Anyway, so last night I was gonna take a shower, and like I said, I felt like I was gonna faint, and so my mom was like, just wait till tomorrow morning to take it. I was gonna get up in plenty of time to take my shower anyways. So I was like, okay, yeah, that works out. So this morning I get up, I do my routine. I have a whole routine that I do on Sundays, and not just on Sundays. I have a whole routine I do every day. It's get up and I change clothes and I take my meds, do my prayer time. I'll have this whole routine, and I took my shower and everything seemed pretty much okay. I mean, I was feeling off, but I didn't think that much of it. It's we do this whole thing of if I feel like I'm going to faint, then I'm gonna take a shower or something like that. Or, if I'm in the bathroom or something and we're just at home, I usually leave the door unlocked, because I have fainted before, and that way, if in an emergency, if I do faint, my parents can come and help me. So we were gonna do this thing where, I take a shower and no, my family's gonna listen to see if I need them or whatever. So get up, take my shower, all that's good. Then I get out of the shower and get ready for church. Um, and I start feeling like really weird, and just the the fainting, like what happens before I feel like I'm gonna faint. I start feeling like that, like heart racing, and like I was gonna like go out any minute. Um, we get to church. Me and my mom and my little brother rode in a separate car than my dad and my older brother, because me and my mom are gonna leave later than my dad. So, anyways, long story short, we get to church, and it's like a couple of minutes till time to start Sunday school. And I was sitting there, and I just wasn't feeling right. It's like I need to sit here an extra minute, because sometimes if I'm not feeling right, I can sit there an extra minute and be okay for a little bit. And so I was like, okay, I need to sit here an extra minute. And so we have my little brother go ahead and get out, go to Sunday school, and I'm sitting in the car, and I'm like, I need to get out and like try to go to Sunday school, because we have an adult class, which is more like the older adults and like married people. Then we have the little kids class, and then we have teens, or what, teens slash young adults. And so anyways, I was like, I'm gonna get out, and even though it's like a couple minutes till time to start Sunday school, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my way up the steps. And because at our church there's like 3 or 4 steps, and then there's a long sidewalk, and then there's the door to, the front entrance. And I get out, and I'm walking real slow, and as I get closer and closer to the church, I start feeling worse. And almost as soon as I put my foot on the first step, I was like, I might faint. Like I might actually go out. And I stood there for a second, and it didn't really get much better. And I walked back to the car and sat in the car, and my mom told me, she was like, I think you need to go home. And so, anyways, we went straight back home. We dropped my little brother off with my dad and my older brother at church. And then I came back home, and I changed clothes, and I laid down, not really like to sleep, but just to like relax. And then this warning went out saying that there was a fire that was, I guess it was like a mile or so away from us. And depending on how bad it was, people were gonna have to leave their houses. I'm thinking, okay, of course this happens this day, right? Like, I have this heart rate issue, I'm having issues where it's like deciding to be extra bad for some reason, and of course we have like a fire like a mile or so from our house. So then we start packing stuff, like things that if the fire got closer, and our house burned down, that we would absolutely need, like my pump charger and my feeding tube pump, and I don't know, phones and things like that. And so we start packing stuff, like the, essentials, emergencies type situation stuff. And then I think it was maybe about an hour later, they're like, the fire's out, it's fine. So then we had to like unpack the stuff. But it was a really stressful day. And also, like, last night, I was struggling to sleep, and I didn't get to sleep till probably about 1 in the morning. So I don't really think that helped me feel any better at all. So, I still don't feel great, but I've been trying to be as restful as I can, like, try not to do too much. I did do my exercises today, which is actually just like, I have these 2 pound hand weights that my doctor wants me to do to work on gaining muscle back. That's the kind of exercise she wants me to do. So I did that today, and as far as like activity goes, that's about it. Then mostly want to lay around because I just feel kind of from my heart rate being so weird. And like, even like, if it's not technically high, whenever it like does an extra beat or skips a beat, I can feel it, and that can also make me feel bad. So it was just like a really rough day. So anyways, I already got a new bag for my pump. I get a new feeding tube bag every 24 hours, and the last bag that I had wasn't working right, so I got a new one early. So thankfully all I gotta do is flush my tube, which is put water through my tube, and flush my other tube. I got 2 different tubes. I got a G tube and a J tube. My J tube that goes to my intestines, where I get my feedings from. My G tube that goes to my stomach is where I just vent out of. So I gotta flush both of those, refill my bag, and then relax for the rest of the night. Thank you all so much for being here. Sure to like, subscribe, and sorry that this video is not very, like, I guess maybe as happy and energetic as I like it to be, but this is real life. When I'm not feeling the best, I am not as energetic and stuff. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye everyone.